So a free kick now as Papaniku takes it. Looks to play the ball in toward the center. Shamat tries to clean it out, but he's unable to do so as, once again, Endow goes possession and can't keep it in play, and it'll be another throw-in for the Dolphins. And Denny, you have to like the way the Dolphins have kept the ball on the Brooklyn side of the field here in the second half.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Around as Klim collides with the Brooklyn defender, and at a time Mawson will get called for the foul. But a couple of bodies colliding together, and almost always the offensive play is going to get called.
Just want to create, which means he's going to hold on to the ball a little too long.
Five seconds remaining here in the second half. The Dolphins open up a commanding 2-goal lead. Danny, what's the plan for the Dolphins here for the last 24 and a half minutes?
Keep the pressure up. Maybe drop the pressure. On circle. Lead. Keep trying to.
For the Dolphins, and but drives it over the top and out of play.
That's a tough ball to hit there. It's bouncing. He tried to get on top of it, but it is what it is. You get under the ball, you miss it, you try and hit it with power. That's what happens.
So Faz tries to volley the ball home, and that really could have maybe iced this one far ahead out in front, and Street able to come up with the ball easily for Brooklyn. But the clock continuing to roll now inside of 19 minutes remaining in the game.
CSI is going to look to really hold on to the ball right now. I mean, maybe drop the pressure line a little bit, allows your defenders to rest a little bit. Right now they're sitting up pretty high, and I think they might be trying to just counterattack for the rest of the game.
So Brooklyn trying to get 3 or 4 players on the ball, but the Dolphins able to come away with possession as Papaniku will feed the ball up the far side. It'll be knocked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in here for Brooklyn College, and a couple of substitutions here for both teams, as Yusuf Ali will check into the game here for the Dolphins. Marco Thimkhaiser will check back into the game here for Brooklyn College, along with Christian Bogunski. So a couple of substitutions here for Brooklyn College, but at some point, Danny, whether you lose 3-1 or 5-1, you gotta score to advance. So at some point, Brooklyn really is going to have to push all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw. They're bringing in 2 guys that they're subbing out a defender. They're pressing up high, and CSI brought in Yusuf Ali, which is another defensive presence. So that tells you what they're thinking right now. So let's get some body defenders in there. And really try and shut this game down.
So Papaniku takes the free kick for the Dolphins, feet forward. He was looking for Ali.
This is where you want, especially as a right-footed player. I'm looking Ali take a shot at goal here. I'm not sure where he's going to want to go, but he can definitely.
As the ref is going to move them back, and boy, it sure looks like a lot of room to bend that ball around, Danny. If he wants to.
Yeah, if anybody could do it, it's certainly him.
As that ball is kind of shanked, as that time Ali got that one off his foot, it kind of shanked it wide past the far post.
I'm not quite sure what he was thinking there. I'm thinking maybe he was trying to just hammer that ball back post there, a straight-on shot. In reality, I think he's got to take a better attempt there.
So it's going to be a free kick here for Brooklyn College as the clock continues to wind down, and Brooklyn looks to play the ball up on the near side of the field as that's Karko all the way back by his penalty area retrieving the ball. Now Brooklyn looking to build up offensively is Papaniku with a nice sliding tackle to knock the ball out of bounds and create another throw-in here for the Dolphins. So Nerman Cortese will check into the game, and he will replace Ali Fairs. And, you know, the Dolphins were looking for a big game out of Ali here this afternoon, and he certainly didn't disappoint,
yeah,
Danny.
They got it today. I mean, Ali came out ready to play. I mean, he was really a hassle for Brooklyn all afternoon.
Yeah.
In and out, be able to see the lanes to pass it through, and just taking on players, you know?
Yeah, and, you know, and on a team that's had a bunch of players play extremely well today, it was, you know, Ali who came out, scored that first goal, and helped create things all day long, and really a fantastic effort, and, you know, something the Dolphins are going to need out of Ali if they're going to continue their quest towards the CUNYAC championship.
Yeah, they definitely need him to stay on form. I mean, he's brilliant when he's up high in the mix, trying to break down defenses. You just got to stay away from. Sometimes he can do what Karko's doing right now. Karko has been having trouble getting the ball in the offensive half and dropping back to collect and trying to hold on too much and do too much. And that could be an element of like most attacking midfielders.
So the clock continuing to run here inside 9 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. The Dolphins lead by a score of 3-1. And, you know, Danny, the way the Dolphins are playing defensively, I'm not sure Brooklyn's going to get 2 more shots on goal, let alone 2 goals.
Yeah, especially now that they got a lead. They're holding on to that. They're leaving. They brought back another player here in Eric Condi to be able to hang out defensively.
Now it's Ali. Ali tried to roll the ball forward to Cortese, but a nice defensive play by Brooklyn to come out and knock the ball away. But the Dolphins have put so much pressure on Brooklyn's defense. 9 Brooklyn players on the defensive side of the ball, despite only having 9 minutes remaining. And once again, the Dolphins coming away with the ball. Lehman, a beautiful pass up over to Cortese. Cortese with space. He chips the ball in towards the front, but Street there to make the play on the ball.
Great move by Lehman there in the midfield to open up space.
Ball fed up, and Chimette skying the ball field. Chippy the ball right open in front. Ariadis. Chip is deflected by Street and knocked out of bounds. Another corner up over to Nika. Play that time by CSI.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by Dardanika. What a cross right there. And a good save by the keeper to get a hand on that and push it up and over the bar.
So 8 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. Vasil Fedorzi a little bit shaken up on the play, but he does appear to be okay. And it looks like he's going to come off the field for the Dolphins. And Muhammad, 8 minutes.
Center mid, center defensive mid sometimes go unnoticed. I mean, who knows who Sergio Busquets is? And Neymar, but Fedorzi was a rock in that midfield, coming out, challenging every goal kick, all the long balls, be able to distribute, get the ball to your attackers. It's very important.
Nico with the ball. The ball rolls all the way back out over to Condi. Condi tried to put that ball towards front, but it gets shanked over all the way out of bounds on the rolling the ball to Karko. Karko with a lot of space, but also on the defensive side of the field. His pass is going to be knocked away and played by Diaz. Diaz up over to Endow. Now it's Papaniku. Papaniku will farm the ball out of bounds on the far side of the field, and it'll be a throw-in here for Brooklyn College as the Dolphins will knock anything out to the sides here, Danny, with just 7 minutes remaining.
Yeah, right now they're just trying to eat some clock up and let this really run out. Key is just keep your focus and not really make too many mistakes here. If you feel and reset.
The winner of this game will advance to the CUNYAC semifinals this Saturday afternoon at Brooklyn College. 2 p.m. start. They will face the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, CSI is hungry to face Lehman right now. They want a little redemption here, prove themselves to the number 1 seed in the conference.
As Nika has the ball, he loses possession, and here comes Brooklyn College trying to attack and get themselves within a single goal here. And they've really struggled to get the ball even on net here. And once again, another great defensive play by Papaniku to knock the ball away. And the Dolphins just continue to force Brooklyn out to the side. As the clock continues to run, the pressure is beginning to build on the Bulldogs with just 6 minutes remaining.
Eli Paperniku's done a great job out there on the wing. In a three-back system, sometimes you can get a lot of pressure put back on you. And he's been doing a great job of just covering and sticking into his tackles. You know, that's big. Make sure you stick into your tackle and get a good foot on the ball.
Brooklyn now takes a short kick off of the free kick. I'm not sure about that one there, Danny. And once again, Folders comes away with the ball for the Dolphins. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Dolphins 3, Brooklyn 1. Folders with the long high kick towards the midfield. A couple players fight for the ball, and now it comes down onto the foot of volley. I thought the official blew the whistle. He did. It'll be a handball on Youssef, so it'll be a free kick here for Brooklyn College as the clock continues to run. Now the official stops the clock as that time Youssef kicked the ball away, and the official stops the clock. And you don't want to do anything here, Danny, to stop the clock in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you just want to keep it moving. Keep the clock playing, and also keep your head. No silly fouls. You don't want any more yellow cards because, remember, they carry over into the playoffs.
North now trying to work his way against Condi. Now it's Karko stepping up and getting a rare touch in the offensive side of the field here for Brooklyn College. But now Endow is there to knock the ball away and feed the ball up to Nika. The pass is knocked away, but it'll be Zumanski to head the ball forward for the Dolphins onto the foot of Endow.
Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of what Endow can do here in the midfield. He's a definite problem.
And a beautiful diving defensive play that time by Brooklyn College as Nico tried to sneak in and get himself on goal. Instead, Brooklyn gives themselves an opportunity here with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to try to continue pressing forward the attack. But you got to love, Danny, the way the Dolphins have played defense here in the second half. Brooklyn knows they need to score, and they really can't even get a sniff down on the Dolphin side of the field.
I mean, that's a coach's dream right there. Your team realizes, all right, this team's going to press hard, and they meet the challenge head on. There's nothing else you can ask for.
So the Bulldogs will get to throw the ball in as the clock continues to wind down here, and Brooklyn looking to get back in the game. It will take a goal just to get within one, and now Valentin Karko over on the trainers table here for Brooklyn College. So he's not even on the field as Ali steps inside the defender as he got a foot inside Price. He got his inside shoulder inside, Danny, but he blasted the ball up over the crossbar.
Yeah, he made a good move to free up a shot on his weak foot, and he skied it.
Clock continuing to wind down as the CUNYAC leading goal scorer, Valentin Karko, on the bench for the final 3 minutes and 35 seconds, and that certainly doesn't help the Brooklyn College cause any.
Yeah, it's a sigh of relief to CSI, I can tell you that much.
Bresnett with the ball, looks to chip it forward, but instead it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in here for the Dolphins. And Dolphins know it's not over yet, but they're feeling pretty good here, Danny, with 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, there's some smiles on that bench right there, I can tell you that. They're feeling confident right now.
And a lot of pressure on this CSI Dolphin team, Danny. They came in, they went to the championship game last year and really played well in a game that they ended up losing in overtime. And, you know, this year they really were looking to rocket their way through the regular season, and it was, I think, a little tougher than they thought it might be. And they ended up having to come out and play a quarterfinal game under a lot of pressure here this afternoon and really responded well. One of their best offensive outputs, picking up 3 goals here this afternoon.
You know, I think about it, and I think that's probably the best thing that could have happened to this CSI team is that
as Cortezi just volleys that one off the crossbar on the beautiful feed. Go ahead, Danny.
Getting back to it, I really think that's one of the best things that could have happened to the CSI team. There was a lot of hype going into the season, and the season kind of humbled them. And getting that extra playoff game is good experience for some key freshmen that are going to be vital to success in the playoffs.
As the ball is going to roll in toward the penalty area, and once again, Papaniku there to knock the ball away. And, you look at this Dolphin defensive back line, and, you got Ruben Diaz back there. You got Jacob Zumentz. You got Eli Papaniku. That's a lot of experience back there, Danny.
That's invaluable, unmeasurable for a team to just have that much experience and that much drive on a back line. That really is something you could only hope for.
90 seconds remaining here. Dolphins lead 3-1, and here comes Bessler with the steal. He breaks in one-on-one, and a beautiful save by Street as Matt Bessler just checked into the game and nearly put one in.
Yeah, he's a natural right back, but this kid is fast and he's gritty, and he can be a little weapon up there up top. Get some pressure on some defenders who usually don't have as good feet as some field players he might face. And right there, he can create an opportunity for himself.
So Bessler just checked into the game a few minutes ago and broke in one-on-one against Street, and Street was able to come up big. And, it's really been Gerard Street in this second half that's kept this from being like a 5 or 6-1 game.
Yeah, sometimes a keeper can only do so much, right? A keeper can only do so much. He's coming up with some big stops, some quality stops. It's just not enough,
So 38 seconds remaining in the game. It's going to be a foul call that will be on the Dolphins, as it looks like Bresnan is a little shaken up on the play as the clock continues to wind down with inside of 30 seconds remaining in the game. And the College of Staten Island with a 3-1 lead as the clock continues to wind down with 18 seconds. Brooklyn able to throw the ball in, and they might have time for one last rush here as they feed the ball up over to North. North trying to chip the ball forward as Diaz fights for possession. The ball's going to roll out over the goal line, and the College of Staten Island will advance into the semifinal round as they defeat Brooklyn College by a final score of 3-1. A big win for the College of Staten Island. They fought off the disappointment of falling out of the top two positions with that loss against Lehman, Danny, but they came out, did what they needed to do, really dominated play almost from the opening touch, and go on to win by a final score of 3-1.
Yeah, CSI did a great job of pressing the ball defensively, even from a high line, and forcing Brooklyn into coughing up the ball so many times that their offensive talents felt frustrated, gave the ball up plenty of times. Some great wing play by freshman Mikey Arianes to get some great crosses in there and create havoc. And ultimately, CSI was extremely stout defensively, and we're just able to possess the ball. That's so huge, to be able to possess the ball, because without the ball, you can't score. So if you keep the ball away from the opponent, they really have no shot.
And the Dolphins really came out strong in the second half. They got that big goal by Danny Nika to allow them to go into halftime with a 2-1 lead. And they got that quick goal in the second half by Marston Klim. And then from then on, the Dolphins really did a great job, really dominating Brooklyn. And really, it was only the goaltending play of Jerron Street that kept this a 3-1 game.
Yeah, the goalkeeper for Brooklyn he was amazing. He came up with some very clutch saves, and he kept them in it as much as he could have. But the overall pressure from CSI was just too much.
And now, Danny, the Dolphins will get a couple of days to go back and practice and get ready, because Saturday afternoon they will face the number 1 seeded Lehman College Lightning team, and they're playing for an opportunity to make it back to the finals for the second year in a row.
Yeah, they're playing for a little redemption too. Lehman beat them earlier in the year on their home turf, and CSI is looking to really prove themselves. If they come out the same way they did today, there's no doubt in my mind they'll take Lehman.
So, Danny, it was a pleasure working here with you this afternoon, and we'll pack up and we'll get ready for Lehman College on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, see you Saturday. It's been a pleasure.
So, for Danny Raffo, this is Mike Babuski saying so long and thanks for watching. Once again, the final score, the College of Staten Island defeats Brooklyn College by a final score of 3-1. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you Saturday afternoon from Brooklyn College.